Hey guys, it's Coop from Garage Gym Reviews, and today we're reacting to the world's strongest man, both past and present, Brian Shaw, who obviously is one of the strongest people, but maybe also one of the biggest gym connoisseurs in the world. You'll see through this video, this dude has collected so many unique pieces and has probably one of the most, if not the most, epic curated garage gyms in the entire world. This is gonna be sick. Okay, so starting off, he's got a reverse back extension. I just want you to compare the size of the reverse back extension to the size of the human that's standing there. That dude is massive. I'd love to meet this guy in person. He says it's got a custom weight stack. I've seen some of his equipment. Pretty much all of it is custom due to his size. Like, due to how strong he is, most of this equipment is made for mere mortals. Brian Shaw is not a mere mortal. Okay, so he has everything, and it's not just the weight stacks. He's customizing so many of these pieces, which for you home gym owners that love customizing, this dude's the same way. It's awesome.
It's a pinned weight stack, so I can work my back with that, and then this is a back attack.
Back attack, those are sick. It's from Sorenex. If you can see, he's using a ton of band tension. His training has to be so unique and varied, and you'll see it with the pieces in his gym. Like, he's training in many ways for the unknown and unknowable, like, but just really heavy. That's what he's training for. It's like, I don't know what's gonna come except death, because it's gonna be crazy heavy. So the amount of weight this dude has to lift in all these positions is ridiculous. But machines like the back attack, they allow you to do basically simulate deadlifts, but he can, look how much bands he's got on that.
So really, really good investment. I have beat it up. I've had to modify it just because it simply wasn't strong enough for me. So some of the metal in front, I literally split it in half because I was just, I think, too strong for.
By the way, this is a commercial piece. This isn't like, you know, the Major Luti squat rack you bought from Amazon. This is from a company designing this for, you know, the strongest football players in the world. They're putting these in strength conditioning gyms and pro athlete gyms. Brian Shaw broke it because he's too strong and had to modify it.
Machine, but you know what? Everything can be modified and made stronger, and that is what a lot of the equipment that I have has had to go through just because I beat it up. This is the bathroom here. So pretty basic gym bathroom, boom.
Jonas's bathroom. He can hardly fit through the door. If you see, that's a normal sized door. He has to duck to get under the door. Okay, he's got a power plate there. This is I don't know how effective these are. The claims made by them are dubious to me, but essentially it's a vibration plate. That is a ultra heavy duty unit. I mean, he's an ultra heavy duty guy, so it's a lot of weight on there, but essentially it just vibrates. And it's supposed to have various effects. He's talking through it. I think it's dubious, but honestly, if Brian Shaw told me to do something that would make me stronger, I'd probably still do it. Some conditioning equipment. He's got a Rogue Echo and then also a treadmill. I'm sure he does some conditioning, but I'm guessing most of his conditioning comes in the form of pulling things, lifting things, that sort of stuff. Okay, the rack.
My power rack from Rogue, which is incredible. I basically got every single.
Okay, he's got a Rogue Monster rack. Look at the height of that thing. That's got to be at least 108 inches, which is their tallest rack. Maybe it's a custom taller unit. The thing is massive. He's got the Rogue LT1 trolley arms there on the bottom. You'll see this. He has so many specialty bars. He's lifting with all sorts of different bars. This one he's got there, it's basically the shoulder saver. So it's built into the bar. It basically makes the bar so you're doing board presses all the time because basically the bar will stop here, but it's welded on there. Pretty cool.
Really, really awesome. This is my...
He's got the Torque Endless Rope Trainer. Pretty cool. With all the machines he has, I would like to know how much he actually squats with a barbell. I would guess most of his training happens with machines for safety. And then I'm sure he squats, but he's probably using different specialty bars versus a straight bar. But I would like to know that, if anybody knows.
This is the dumbbell and fat bell section.
So he's got pro style dumbbells, kind of the classics. Also, he's got fat bells. I think since this video, he's had a couple additions to his dumbbell collection. He has both Watsons, really heavy Watsons, probably some of the heaviest dumbbells in the world, and he can actually use them. And then another set he basically released was he bought York round heads, which I freaking love. Like, this dude just loves equipment. So he bought the basically the globe dumbbells from York, which are the older style, which you have to buy antique. They don't even make them anymore. And I know he also has some round heads too. Just proving he loves equipment too. The Rogue fat pad, Thompson fat pad, he probably has to use that, and that would basically feel like a normal bench pad for a guy like him.
Oh, fat bells on the floor, all the dumbbells, of course, working up to the biggest dumbbells over here. This rack is,
there's a Watson's.
It's just looming kind of in the back.
Look how big those are, dude. I want to know how much those weigh.
But definitely this is really, really cool. You know, with the custom dumbbells, we brought you guys that video showing all the custom
200s
the big boys
at the top.
230 pounds. So
230-pound dumbbell. Nathan can't even deadlift that. Can you imagine pressing 230 pounds?
Free motion dual cable crosses.
The GOAT free motion dual cable cross pulley. Okay, that's the functional trainer I've got. Does that make me as strong as Brian Shaw? Probably not, but this dude knows his equipment, and he's got that. It's a good machine. He's got the newer version though. Older version's better.
Kind of accessory work. I use it for some of my warming up as well. The arms can completely adjust up and down, and it has independent weight stacks.
Sand dune in the background there. Sand dune stepper.
Kind of multi-station unit.
Multi-station. So one thing, this is older, but Brian Shaw used to own a gym. Shut it down for whatever reason, but many of the pieces that he has in this walkthrough, I think he just used to have in his facility and then decided to take them home for his own use. So I would guess that's what this unit is, just a multi-cage. You know, they also call them jungle gyms, just basically cables all over.
So I can do my pull downs. I've got another cable on the side I can do work with. Fitness, really.
Rogue Seal Row, I love Seal Rows with the Rogue Seal Row bar. That thing is massive. For one piece of, one use, one movement, that is a big piece of equipment, but looks stout. Some in the background, I don't know how much of this he's going to talk through, but the background, he's got the Rogers Athletic shoulder press. Some of the best machines that are out there, anytime you see that pad design that kind of looks like abs, that's a Rogers Athletic piece, very high quality. Another thing he's got here is a Smith machine. Many people, they make fun of Smith machines as if they're not for strong people, not for lifters. Listen, if anybody's a lifter, Brian Shaw's a lifter, and I've seen him talk about and use the Smith machine often. So if he can use it, the rest of you in your home gym, feel free to use it.
Now, so this is literally one of one.
Another Rogers.
It was
Rogers Pendulum piece, Squat Pro.
Power Squat Pro from
sick.
Pendulum. I've actually played with this a little bit just because I couldn't wait.
Oh, that's cool.
So when we were setting it up, the day I got it, I was able to use it, and then I was able to train with it after that. So really awesome piece of equipment. Seeing me use
Another pendulum piece, glute ham. He's got a ton of these. Honestly, these are, one, very expensive units. Two, you'll see these in a lot of university facilities. That's where they market most of their stuff to. They're all unique. Basically, they call them pendulum for a reason. They're often plate loaded, or pretty much always plate loaded. Unique designs. They actually have like one guy, I believe, who's an engineer at their company that designs these. I forget his name. But man, they are some of the most well-respected pieces that are out there. They're just very expensive. Okay, so he's got a glute ham raise. He's got a separate piece that basically turns it into an assisted glute ham raise. So he weighs so much. Him doing a GHR, like, I mean, he probably has the strength to do it, let's be honest. But in order to get extra reps, he's got this piece very similar to like the built-in units that Louis Simmons Westside used to sell, the assisted GHRs. This is an additional piece that he had made that allows him to do that. That's pretty cool. I've never seen that.
So I can kind of change the intensity by adding weight to this. The arm comes up and then I hold on.
There's just so much equipment. Look how many leg presses he has. So this is a weight stack leg press. I think he just mentioned having to do it with one leg because the weight stack wasn't enough. So he does, sounds like he may do a full stack leg press machine at commercial facilities, but he only does it with one leg because it's not heavy enough.
Leg press, which, you know, again,
this equipment is what allows him to make his living, to make, you know, to win. He doesn't just buy the newest thing. He has so many old pieces in here that were just the best that have been, that he's scrounged up, that are rare pieces or whatever. Like, it's just so curated. That's what's so sick about this. It's all so unique and just the best that ever has been available.
That's kind of an older one I've had modified to put some band attachments.
So many plates. I wonder how much weight in plates he's got. The concrete pad has to be like 10 to 15 inches on his shop. So there's just plates everywhere. Those are 100-pound plates. Deep dishes.
Whole run of stones down.
Carry. He's got Atlas stone platforms. He's got, I think it's called the Power Pole, POHL, in the background. Basically that pole that sticks out, you put weight on it. It's from, I forget his name, but a guy that used to be associated with Westside. Ridiculous. All sorts of just little stuff. He's got a little kids bar in the background, wagon wheels, box jump platforms, Bozu ball trainer, Rogue hammer, Atlas stones everywhere with the loading platforms. That farmer's carry frame, that's got to be ridiculously heavy. Those are just I-beams.
Frame obviously behind me there. Some different plyo boxes, accessory pieces, stuff like that. Here we've got the
Westside ATP belt squat. It's a huge platform. It's got the bar on it.
Which that is the best leg curl that I have ever used. A lying leg curl.
Pendulum leg curl. A lot of pendulum pieces again.
On it as well. Kind of the main piece in the center.
This is also a deadlift platform with the band pegs. This from Elite FTS. This basically allows you to have different heights of bands. I think it's the only platform that does this, but I would guess he does a lot of deadlifts. Yeah, okay, here we go, specialty bars.
Put on the side or something.
Goodness, dude, he has everything. So he's got a Slater log, he's got all the Rogue metal logs, camber bar, axle stone, Elite FTS SS yoke with the longer handles, a spider bar looks like, ton of Rogue bars in there, trap bar. He's got the big inch handles in the back. Man, he's just got everything, dude. Elite FTS monolift in the background. If anybody could use a monolift, it's him. Also, all the chains. Just a cool way to store it. I'd like something like that in my garage. Yoke, again, he's a strongman, so he's using so many odd implements. If you can see, he's got a ton of just standard strength equipment because that strength he builds there is transferable to the other movements that he's doing, but training the skill of doing the yoke carry and the frame carry, all that sort of stuff, he probably does a lot of. So he has all those implements, and the shop's big enough that he can do all of those things inside the shop, and probably needs to because I'm pretty sure he lives in Colorado where the temperatures range a lot.
Long run right here for strongman training. On the side you see I've got all the Rogue throwing bags.
Torque tank, run rocket, both great pieces.
Flex Fitness piece, kind of, old school. And
Flex Fitness calf raise, Dynabody chest press.
Kind of throw into training and
I love that Dynabody piece. They take up a lot of space, so they don't make a lot of sense in home gyms, but
probably need to be modified. It's something I did show before, but I do not fit in here very well.
He doesn't fit in the piece.
This piece is currently being fixed.
Look at it. The refurbishing.
So one of the arms, and I don't know if it happened in the move or what, the metal kind of broke on it. So Tyler, when he came out to drop off the new pendulum pieces, said, "Hey, I can fix that for you." And I said, "That's really amazing, man," because I wasn't sure who I was.
So he's got some of these pieces. He's talking about one that broke. Like, he loves this equipment so much, like he's fixing it. He could just go buy a new one, but they don't make this piece anymore, and he probably really likes it, so he's gonna fix it. It's pretty cool.
All the different kind of bars here.
More handles.
For
unique implements.
Adding more equipment.
Smith machine.
I do a lot of.
It's got a Texas power bar on the Smith machine.
And as well.
From Elite FTS, I think sweet.
Range of motion. I can load it up more.
Also angled. I much prefer an angled safe Smith machine, by the way, versus just a completely vertical.
I can go heavier and not have a problem. And then of course adding the HVAC to it as well. So it's heated, it's cooled, which has been very, very nice with how hot the weather has been.
So he heats and cools the gym, just like many home gym owners, so you can go out there and use it anytime. Okay, this is Brian Shaw's gym. Man, he has so much, it's a commercial facility for one guy. I bet he has a ton of people that comes and trains with him. To train at the level that he does, probably needs extra motivation and people to compete against when he's training. But geez, It's a freaking sick gym. Let me ask you this. Is there a gym out there that you think is better? Do you think Jujimufu or somebody else is better? Let me know in the comments, or somebody else's gym you'd like to see us walk through. Let me know. This has been Coop from Garage Gym Reviews. We'll see you next time. Peace.